question here. Santiago, go ahead.
Hi, Kyle. Thank you for the time. How are you experiencing this fight week at the Mohegan Sun Arena?
It's still a little bit different with the COVID restrictions and things like that, but the preparation is still the same, and it's cool, man. I got my coach and a teammate with me, and we're just kind of relaxing and watching some TV and training.
You had a great performance in your last fight inside the Bellator cage. Did you feel after that fight that a ranked opponent would be next for you? And what was your first reaction when you heard Oliver Enkamp's name?
Yeah, I didn't really think anything about who I would be going with next or anything like that. I didn't think anything about a ranking or but like I'm blessed for this opportunity, and I'm grateful that Bellator has given me this opportunity. And I'm gonna be honest, I didn't really know anything about Oliver Enkamp when I heard his name, and I did my research, and I think this is a good fight for me to try to break into the top 10 and really get my career going in the right direction.
I know that Daniel Cormier likes to call you when you are in fight week. Did you already hear something from him? And can you talk a little bit about the good energy that Daniel naturally can pass on to other people?
Yeah, I haven't talked to him in since I've been here, but I talked to him right before I left, and normally we talk normally fight day, and maybe even tomorrow night. He's a very busy guy, and he has a lot of obligations that he does. So yeah, I mean his energy, man. There's not many people like him, if any, and having him as a guy that you've seen him do so many great things, and have him in your ears. Not very many people get to see that or even get to be a part of something like that. So I'm blessed, man. It comes from where we wrestled in college. We wrestled at the same university, and normally when you get to see those guys, we all have a lot of a lot of similar things that we do. So, yeah, it's cool, man. I'm blessed to have DC around and help me do this.
Good luck on fight night, sir.
Thank you.
Kobe.
Hi, Kyle. Good to talk to you.
You too.
Now, you said yourself you didn't know too much about Enkamp before you were matched up with him. After researching him a bit, how do you feel the two of you match up stylistically?
It's basic striker versus grappler. I know he has some submission wins, but um, he didn't really submit guys that aren't getting submitted. Um, I'm not a guy that he's just gonna be able to grab my neck and roll me over. So I've been grappling my whole life, and I grapple with some very, 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 very high level grapplers in the AK gym, and I don't get submitted very much. So it's going to be hard to do that to me. He's long. He's a good striker. He's been doing this, a little bit longer than me. So, yeah, I mean, I think he's a good fighter, man. I think he's overall very well rounded. He's been doing this a long time, and there's no disrespect towards this guy at all. I don't really know him. He hasn't said anything bad about me. So, I'm looking forward to going in there and getting in a fist fight with this dude.
Looking forward to the matchup. Like you said, it's a classic striker versus grappler. You said he's maybe got a little more experience than you, but you're not counting Oklahoma State in that. So I'm looking to see this one come out as a grind.
Yeah, I mean that's all us wrestlers know, man. I wrestled at a very high level, and if you went and watched some of our college wrestling practices and the things that our coach had us do when I was in college, there's nothing that anybody that I'll ever compete against has even seen or even tried to do. So, wrestlers were just a little bit different when it comes to this stuff. I've wrestled in front of 42,000 people, 30,000 people, 25,000 people, multiple times. So when you have that kind of experience, these guys haven't had that or felt that, and just if they felt it one or two times, it's not the same. I've competed individually for almost 10 years now by myself out there. So I'm just excited, man. I'm a lot more comfortable than I've been so far, and I'm ready to showcase my new talents out here.
Looking forward to it.
Man.
A couple more here, Prod.
Hi, Pride from ASAP Sports. First and foremost, thank you for being here to answer some questions. Since you came to Bellator, you're 3-1. How important do you think it is for the momentum coming in against a top 10 ranked guy?
Yeah, I mean, I think wins like this are obviously great, right? They're big deals, and you know the momentum it does carry. But for me, man, I'm really just trying to get as good as I can and keep growing in the sport and trying to get, you know, the more experience I can get, the better I'll be. And um, but you know, every time I step into anything, you know, whether it's, you know, I'm playing ping pong with my friends or I'm fighting or I'm doing whatever, I try to win and I do the best I can to win. I'm a very competitive guy. I've been competitive my whole life, so you know, my whole goal is to go out here and get my hand raised, and you know, I'll worry about the momentum and things like that after this. I'm focused on this dude. I've had a really good training camp, and I bust my ass for this shit. So I'm just excited, man. I'm excited to get out there and you know, showcase what I've been working on.
Right. And obviously, as you said, you've been doing this for 10 plus years. So it's not like this is going to be your first rodeo. Explain to us how you believe the energy and the atmosphere will feel, considering that this is a fight that a lot of people who have been following you and following Enkamp, they have some high expectations. Like you said, it's going to be striker versus grappler. So how do you think the environment and the emotions from all the fans there, how do you think that's going to be play a factor in?
I you know, I think they'll be excited. You know, it's two guys that, you know, are on people's radars, like you said, and you know, he's a competitor. I'm a competitor. You know, I'm sure there's some respect from him as there is some respect for me. And you know, I could see this being a very, very entertaining fight. You know, but my job isn't so much for the entertainment part right now. You know, once I break into the top five, top three, then that's when that will start happening. But right now, my job is to win fights and you know, keep getting my hand raised, like I've said, and keep showing and proving to my family and my coaches that you know I'm here to do this, and this isn't just something that I'm doing as a hobby or try to be cool or try to be famous. I'm doing this to make a lot of money and as much money as I can to support my family and do the things that as a family that we've always wanted to do that we weren't able to do financially. So I have a, and I've heard this guy say that he doesn't need the money and you know he has a good steady job at home and things like that, but that's where me and him are different. I look at this as this is my life and this is the thing that is going to get me to where I want to be as far as financially. So um, when you have a guy that thinks like that, I think you have a guy that's very, very, very scary and very, you know, aware of his you know, his abilities. And I'm just excited, man. I'm sure the fans will appreciate this one.
All right, Carl, that's awesome, man. Thanks for the time.
Recording stopped.